Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The reason why I'm vlogging with a pride flag in the background, you may be wondering, is because today I'm off to see Love, Simon for the second time. I'm very excited as it's a preview screening before it's released. I'm very lucky to have seen this with Capital FM before, and I'm going to see it again once more because I loved it so much with London Pride, which is super exciting. I think Pop Buzz were also running some screenings today, but it wasn't fully sold out, so the one nearest me was best to go. So I'm going to Wimbledon with Afi and Laetitia for the second time. We've all seen it once before, so we're really looking forward to going and seeing it a second time. It's a beautiful movie and it's all about coming out. It's a very special movie. Honestly, it's going to be incredible. So it's going to do the world of good for people. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's go to Wimbledon to see Love, Simon again. Yay! It's very sunny right now. I'm here with Laetitia and Afi in the beautiful cat ears, and we're going to Jimmy's for an all-you-can-eat before seeing Love, Simon ×2. This is our second time, isn't it? We are obsessed. It's not even out yet, guys. It's out like next week in the UK. Yeah. Actually 2 weeks since it's out in the UK, so we're just slaying at the moment.
Can't wait to hear Strawberry Cigarettes by Troye Sivan.
Yes!
I'm not supposed to go.
Hi Afi.
Hi.
Where are you right now?
I've been to gym today already.
Yeah, Jimmy's. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Is that a waffle? Yum. Yes. I also had one too, and it was delicious. So we are running late to Love, Simon. We've got about 5 minutes to get there, but to be fair, it's just as late as I was coming out. True though. I did come out very late, but I'm very proud now, so loud and proud it is. Here we come, Love, Simon. You excited? Yeah. Woo! Take 2, let's go. Woo! In we go, Love, Simon, here we come. Let's go. Look, I told you. Oh. let's go up the escalator, because those. Are we gonna walk up?
Yeah.
Okay, it's happening.
After the meal.
Yeah. After that giant all-you-can-eat meal. Right, we're inside now. I don't think I can film that much, but we're excited. Let's go. Let's go. We just left Love, Simon. I cried so many times again.
It felt like watching it for the very first time.
Your eyes are watering, look,
Yes,
it did.
are.
I think every time it's going to be the same.
Like,
it makes me so emotional.
it's one
so
of the films
amazing.
you can watch 100 times and you never get bored with it.
I agree. It's kind of like, I keep saying it's a chick flick for gays. It really is. But everybody actually, not just for like girls or guys or anybody specific, it's for everyone, right?
Actually, it can open eyes for every single person that's out there not even believing this kind of stories can happen.
It is, it does.
They
It
happen.
opens doors for everybody, doesn't it? And it's all about equality and love. And there it is. Love, Simon. Woo! So we're just leaving now. It was incredible. Want to say huge thank you to London Pride for the tickets, and before to Capital FM because we've seen it twice now. The reason why we saw it twice is because it's so incredible, which is why you guys should come and see it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a must-see. It's something for everyone in that movie, and it's really special.
As well.
Yeah, I feel like we've been waiting a long time for this movie, and it's not over. It's like so simple, yet it's so perfect.
And come on, Troye Sivan.
Yes.
Playing his song that has not been played before.
Exactly.
During this one scene.
Yeah, a specific scene.
We won't
know.
Not spoil
it's perfect.
No spoilers.
Perfect. Strawberries and Cigarettes by Troye Sivan, but the whole soundtrack's amazing. You got Love Me 1975. You've got
No Money.
You've got No by Meghan Trainor in because she's Queen of the Gays
Justin
as well.
Bieber.
Bops. You've got a bit of everybody. It's great. Love it. Yay! So I just got back from another screening of Love, Simon, which I absolutely loved. It's fantastic, and as you can see, I got my pride flag behind me. I'm very proud to be gay, and that film makes me feel so good. It's an incredibly inspiring, incredibly happy, and also a really moving story, which I absolutely adore. Even the second time around, it was perfection. It made me cry again. It's just so beautiful. So whilst watching it a second time around, I actually made some notes. So guys, if you don't want any spoilers, then close off the vlog right now, because I want to talk a bit more about it, because it really was incredible the second time. So there's a lot of parts in Love, Simon that I can kind of feel I can relate to, and I think a lot of gay guys can too, and also anybody that's gay really. It's something that a lot of people struggle with. Obviously coming out is a very hard thing to do, and it's not always easy, because like in the movie it says, why do only gay people have to come out, why is straight the default? Which is true. There's some funny scenes as well made up when it's like, Mum, I'm straight, I'm heterosexual, and it's very, very funny. It plays obviously on the fact that when we come out as gay, it is something, and you would think that hopefully somewhere down the line it will just become a normal thing. We wouldn't have to come out as such, I guess, but I don't know, we shall see. But it's a very interesting concept, that, and there's lots of discussion surrounding Love, Simon at the moment, because everybody's loving it, because it's all about being true to yourself and showing your true colours, which is what I love about it. So there's a few things I wanted to talk about, and the first thing is the actual concept of the movie. I think it's something that we've waited for so long. It's a really unique movie in that it's all about coming out and having the confidence to come out, and it's not too complicated. It's simple, yet absolutely amazing. It's effective, it's moving, it's affectionate. It's just got a bit of everything in it, and I think so many people can relate to it. I think a lot of people are going to fall in love with it, which is exactly what you want. It's a movie that will hopefully inspire and help those who haven't come out and are wanting to come out or not sure how to come out. It's one of those movies that could really help somebody say, you know what, it's okay to be gay, or you know what, I'm ready to come out. It's one of those movies that really make you feel full of love, and you know, they make you feel so good. It's one of those movies that make you laugh, make you cry. It's just everything. I cannot rave about it enough. So there's a few concepts in the movie, like images and things, and the first thing is Simon. I kind of see elements of me in Simon, in that he's got a sister, and his sister plays a really key role in that she's one of the most supportive family members, because she sees when Simon is, unfortunately, Simon is victim to an online blog where one of his friends leaks online that he's gay, and he outs him, which is obviously very, very scary. But actually with social media now, it's something that happens. When I was younger, I would live on Bebo and chat rooms, and I would kind of be somebody else like Simon is when he becomes Jack. So when I was younger, I used to log on to kind of chat rooms or, you know, social media on Bebo under another name, and kind of talk to other guys about how I was feeling. Although at the time I didn't know, I wasn't sure, I didn't know why I was feeling these feelings. And it's a kind of the same thing that Simon goes through when he's emailing Blue, the mysterious kind of love interest. And the fact he has a sister really moves me, in that I have two sisters of my own, and I actually told the elder sibling, Erin, I have Erin and Mia, my two sisters, and Erin was very understanding of it. It was New Year's Eve one, and I told her, and she was totally fine with it. And then my dad was after the Grimsby movie premiere. I told him on the way home, and then the following morning I told my mum. And there's a scene in the movie when Simon comes out to his mum, and it reminded me of exactly what my mum said, and what I said is, I'm still me, and she and she knows in the film that it doesn't matter whether Simon's straight or gay, he is always going to be her son at the end of the day, and she's still going to love him just as much. And that's kind of the same conversation that me and my mum had when I came out. So it was something that obviously made me sob in the cinema. It made me cry again a second time. My heart just races and I get butterflies when I see it, because it's so relatable, and I feel like it's taken me through that experience of coming out again. And it's a constant reminder that it's okay to be gay, and also to talk about it, because obviously that's really important. It's important that you talk about and create conversation, because the more we talk about it, the more straight doesn't become the default, as Simon says in the movie. So as well as kind of like the family references, obviously mentioned chat rooms and things like that, there's also some great songs which I absolutely love. You've got Meghan Trainor, No, that comes up, and Meghan Trainor has done so much for the gay community in America. She writes absolute bops. She loves her gay fans. I've met her a few times. She's absolutely amazing. She's so sweet and so wonderful, and I love that. I also love the fact that Kinks, Waterloo Sunset, is featured in the movie. There's a mix of old and new contemporary music, which I love. You've got like Bieber in one place, and you've got Khaled and Normani, you've got Troye Sivan, and then you've got things like Kinks, which is great, you know? It's an all-rounder for all ages to kind of see, which is what I love the most about it as well. There's also the concept, the school production is actually Cabaret, and obviously Cabaret is known for being so, not forward thinking, but quite controversial for the time it was released. So obviously you've got Alan Cumming, who was in that. He's a massive icon in musical theatre. He's a huge icon for Cabaret the musical, and obviously with that being in the movie, again, I could relate to it because I used to do the school shows and everyone used to be like, oh well, obviously he's gay because he does school shows. But no, there were straight people and there were people that aren't gay that do performing arts because they enjoy it. And this is a thing, right? So this movie shows equally that anybody can do performing arts. You don't just assume that someone is gay because they do performing arts. And I love the fact they included Cabaret because in a way I feel like that, because that the musical is very out there, it's kind of like saying, you know, that that's okay. You're okay to be out. You're okay to be proud. And that's what I love about Cabaret, and also love about Alan Cumming. He's so incredible and a massive inspiration. He's got a book out and he talks all about his life. Just fantastic. I've seen him live. Amazing. But again, just that, you know, having that musical in the movie is kind of, I guess, a stylistic choice. They might have just thought, oh, Cabaret is just musical theatre. But again, I felt like I could relate to it because I would always be the musical theatre kid in school. Then you have like iconic classics like Whitney Houston Dance with Somebody, and there's a hilarious scene when he's walking out of the doors. You might be able to see it on 20th Century Fox's Twitter actually, so I'm going to link that and also the clip where he comes out to his mum below. If you want to see them, I'll link them below. But he comes storming out of the high school dancing and be like, imagine if it was just this easy to kind of come out. But it's very, very funny. He dances to Whitney Houston. He's dancing with all of the kind of rest of school friends. They're all dressed in rainbows. It's all very happy, and then he realises actually it's not as easy as that, which is true. It's a very hard process and it's very hard to do. It's not easy because, as you say, you know, why isn't straight the default, as I say throughout the movie? Randomly, but I actually spotted Riyadh. I don't know if you watch his videos, but he's an incredible YouTuber who talks so much about the LGBT community. He's got a documentary on BBC 3, which was also featured on BBC 1, about being queer and also gay. He talks a lot about being gay. He's very, very proud of his sexuality, and he's a great person to talk to. Riyadh is amazing. I've met him several times, a real gent who's very proud to be himself, and I'm so pleased he was able to be in that tiny little scene in the canteen during Love, Simon. It was just awesome. So cool to see him. And the second time, first time I saw it, I didn't notice him. The second time, he really stood out in the canteen outside. It was kind of zoomed in a bit on his face, you could see. Fantastic. So congratulations, Riyadh. Love that. There is also a specific scene when Simon decides to finally come out to Abby. He's known for about 6 months, rather than coming out to his best friend Leah, because he finds that it was easier. And he explains that obviously he didn't want her to see him in any different way. At some points during the movie, well, in the movie, Leah actually kind of confesses her love for him. Doesn't say it directly, but confesses her love for Simon. And I've been in many different situations with girls where they've kind of liked me, but I've not liked them back. So I guess it's kind of like that, where it's the friend zone and the friendship kind of barrier. I kind of see why he came out to someone he's known a little less longer than someone he's known all his life, because he doesn't want to be seen differently. He doesn't want them to think differently about him, and they won't though. If your friends are that supportive from all of those years, like Leah, she was very quickly to get over it, very quickly got over it, and knew that, you know, their friendship would be the same, if not stronger, after coming out, which is incredible. I absolutely love the concept of the Waffle House guy as well as a potential love interest. That was really sweet. It's also very funny when Abby gets up on the waffles. The irony of us going for waffles at Jimmy's before just was brilliant, because we all had waffles for dessert. So it's like it was intentional in this vlog, but it wasn't. But yeah, brilliant. I mean, I think the reason why I can relate to Simon a lot is because he's friends with a lot more girls than guys, and I actually hang out with a lot more girls than guys. So I feel that, like, I see some of myself in Simon in that he has a lot more girlfriends than he does guys. He does have a few guys. I mean, you know, the whole concept of him being best friends with Leah and then very close with Abby as well. Yeah, just reminded me of my friends as well, who I'm very lucky to have. So if you're watching, guys, I love you very, very much. Yeah, there's lots of bits in there that I just absolutely adored. In the homecoming scene, they play Lady Gaga, Bad Romance on the trumpet, which of course is, again, she's a gay icon. She's done so much for the LGBT plus community. She is amazing. She's an icon. I love that they included that. Everything, kind of every song, every moment in the movie is very well thought out, and I think it's very, very clever. I think I mentioned the online bullying and kind of the chat forums of being anonymous and things like that. I think it's very easy now with social media to be outed by other people at school via messages. If someone hacks you, if someone pretends to be you, you know, it's a very cruel world sometimes, and it's very sad to see when Simon is outed by what he thought was a friend, and there's a story of blackmail behind it as well. But yeah, it's very sad to see, but that happens. It's real life. You know, it used to happen on Bebo years ago when I was on there. People used to take, you know, the mickey out of everybody. It still happens on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, across all social media. You just have to remember to be there for people and not turn them away. If you ever see anybody being bullied who's gay in class, like for example, I'd always be picked on by certain people or said, he's the gay singer, he's the one that sings on stage, he's the guy that sings in the choir, he's definitely gay, gay. Guess what? I don't find that offensive. But you know, some days it would get me down. But again, find your friends, make sure you get the help you need, and talk to people about it. Don't let the bullies get the better of you, because remember, you are special being yourself. And being yourself is so important, and you must embrace it. Understand how hard it is during school, and how, you know, there's so much peer pressure, there's so much pressure to look good. And I really do feel that it's important that you talk about it with your friends and your family, and make sure that you are not, you know, being bullied for who you are, because there's nothing worse than being bullied for who you are. It's important that you're being yourself. Yeah, so there was some other music, like the Christmas songs. There was Bowie, there was Smiley Robinson, there was Christmas by Jackson 5, which I loved. Again, we're going through the ages really with music, which I adore. I'm a big fan of music, so that's great. I think when he comes out to his parents on Christmas Day, that's an extremely moving scene. The fact that it's on such a, you know, I guess you have the worry that you might ruin the day, but no, both his parents are of course quite taken aback, but they know that it's not going to change who he is. You know, he's always going to be the same Simon, which I love. He's still going to stay Simon, and nobody's going to change that. Yes, there's a scene of bullying in the canteen. I've mentioned bullying again. You know, things like that always used to happen where people would take the mickey out of me singing. They always would like kind of pretend to be me, and they'd dance around or sing and be really stupid. It would do my head in, but I'd ignore it. I'd rise above it, and it would actually annoy them so much more if I ignored it rather than get annoyed. If I was to get upset, then that's when they would start carrying on, or they'd do it all the time because they knew it used to upset me. So what I would say is ignore it, or tell your close friends and get it sorted. Don't let it happen around you, because it's horrible. It's a horrible thing. My mum had to ring in the school a few times because people had thrown things at me and called me gay, and, you know, said all these nasty things because I was a singer and I was very confident. You know, I was very happy doing what I was doing in performing arts. So he constantly questions, what if the world doesn't like me? And it's something that always goes across your mind. But if you find the right people and those that love you the most, you are likely to not have a problem. So if you are really worried, or there is nobody and you're worried that nobody's going to like you, just remember there are so many other gay people out there who will be there for you, will listen to you, will talk to you. I'll talk to you online, whichever way your best way of communication is. You know, it's a hard world out there, guys. It's not easy, but know that you're not alone, and that you're not the only gay person out there, and that there are other people like me out there that will talk to you about it and be there for you, because we're in this together, people. The main concept of the movie is that everyone deserves a great love story. You know, he has amazing friends, an understanding family, and he just wants someone to share it with. And it has the most romantic ending. I'm not going to say who or whether he falls in love, because I think that's too big a spoiler. I mean, I have spoken about quite a few spoilers, but it's the most beautiful, you know, ending, and it's wonderful. I just adore it. So, you know, he comes out, he talks openly about being gay, and then he just accepts it, and his friends around him accept it. And it really is a special love story, a fantastic movie all round, and I cannot recommend it enough. I just want to say a huge thank you to Capital FM for the first screening in February, and again a massive thank you to London Pride for the screening at Wimbledon. It was just fantastic. I'm definitely going to go back and see it again and again. I'm going to take more friends, I'm going to take family to see it. It really is a special film that holds a special place in my heart, and I mean that. I cried multiple times the second time around. It's just wonderful, and I think it's a film that so many people need, and it's a film that will be there for those people who need it most when trying to come out or thinking about coming out. It's there for them, as are we as gays. We stick together. Yay! That sounded so cheesy, but yeah, together, united, we stand. equality for the win. Love, Simon. Everyone deserves a great love story, and that is true. Thank you so, so much for watching and listening to me talk and talk and talk. If you do like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Click subscribe. Don't forget to go and book your tickets to see Love, Simon right now, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!